Hey everybody, it's Rhonda, and in this video we are going to be making 40-ounce seamless tumblers using MyDesigns. Curtis just put out a video last night showing how we can do it, so I wanted to do another run through again this morning for all of you, for my subscribers, and slow it down just a little bit for those of you who might be new to MyDesigns. So this is what they're going to look like. There are a couple options. Well, there's the distressed, and then they also supply the straight um, templates. And we are going to do everything within MyDesigns. We don't have to leave that program for anything at all. So let's get started. And let me close these out quick. And we'll come over here to MyDesigns dashboard. And the first thing we're going to do is go to our collections. And in your collections, you're going to make a new folder. You want to make sure you do that. And let's name it 40-ounce tumblers. Okay, and I'm just going to put tutorial on mine so I know. And for template, you're going to come down here and select saved templates and select the 40-ounce Tumbler Wraps. Okay, and click add new folder. And then we are going to open that folder up, and I just want to show you the template for it quick. It is set up exactly how you need it for all of the images that we will be creating in here. So please do not edit these or change them. You want them just the way they are, right? So once you have your folder set up, named 40-ounce tumblers, then we will go to Dream AI. And we are going to create our images for our tumbler. Now I have a few prompts here that I have ready to go. I'm just going to copy them and bring them over. And I have 4 different ones. I'm only going to do 4 tumblers this morning. I'm going to paste all 4 prompts in there at one time. I'm going to choose Recraft V3 as my image generator. And for my style, I'm going to put illustration seamless PNG. Okay. We're going to change our aspect ratio here on the slider. We're going to move it down to 16:9. And we're going to turn on parallel prompts. Okay. And once we do that, we're just going to hit Dream, and it's going to run all 4 of those prompts for us at one time. So let me do that. And with Recraft, you are always going to get a seamless design, which is fantastic. I have never, ever used Recraft and chosen the seamless option and had it not produce a completely seamless design for me. So this should be done here in a second. It doesn't take long. There we go. So we have a few different things. We have our artist box. We have a tackle box, which would be great. Father's Day is coming up. And gardener's tools, and then a photography bag. So we are just going to choose. I don't think I'm going to do that photography bag. I'm not a real fan of that. We are going to choose a gardening. We'll take that one. I'm going to take this one here for my fishing. And I think I'm going to grab, we'll take this one for the artist. And here's one I ran earlier, a sewing kit, or here's a makeup one. Let's take the makeup, grab that. And once you have the images selected that you want to use for your tumbler, you're just going to come up here to the top click on Save Images to Listings and leave this as it is. It says don't upscale. It's going into the 40-ounce tumblers collection. Create new listing, and the slot you want it to go in is the top. So click Save to Listings. Okay, once that's done, we're going to run those 4 prompts again. I'm going to paste it in, all 4 of them again. This time we're going to change our aspect ratio to 2:1, just because the bottom is shorter and skinnier, and the 16:9, the images stretch a lot bigger. It just makes sense to run this at 2:1 for your bottom designs. So we're just running the same exact prompts as before. All we did was change the aspect ratio. All the other settings are the same. And we're going to click Dream again. Okay, and our images are ready to go. So now what we're going to do is these are going to be selected one by one. So I'm going to take this one for my makeup. I like that one. So I'm going to come up here right away, save image to listings, and we are going to choose existing listing this time. Select design. Now this is tough. It is really, really hard to see which I'm not even, yep, I got that right. It's really hard to see. That's definitely something I hope they change. Make these icons a little bigger so you can really see what listing you are selecting. So you just have to look, and if it pops up and then it looks like it's not the right one, you can always change it. But you want to save it as the bottom slot. I mean, if that's the worst thing, that it's a little difficult to find which listing to save these to, that's a small price to pay for this amazing system. So now here we are on our fishing tackle. So again, you're going to save to existing listing. And then we're going to take a look here. I'm pretty sure this one is my tackle box. Yes, it is. Select slot, bottom, save to listing. And we're going to skip the photography one because we did not use that. Now let's go with our artist. Let's take this one. And that should be this. I think it's this one. I can't really tell. I'll find out if I have to move some around in a few minutes. It's no big deal. And then for our gardening tools, I think I'm going to take this one. Existing listing. I think this one's right. Bottom and save to listings. Okay. And once you have those saved, you're just going to go over here to your listings panel now on the left. And let's make sure we got everything right. We did not. We did not. Okay. That's all right, though. We can just, I'm going to take this, I'm going to drag it over here. I'm going to take this and drag it over there. So you can easily fix this if you did upload to the wrong listing. Did you see how I just drug them over and swap them out? Okay, so now we have all 4 of our designs made. Everything is where it should be. So we are going to now select all 4 of our designs, and we are going to select upscale. And we are going to upscale our top, and we are just going to overwrite the current file. We are not going to save it to a different slot. We're going to overwrite. So click Upscale. And the upscale does require credits. So if you're on a free plan, make sure you have your credits topped up. And we'll give that a second. Okay, that has finished upscaling. So we're going to do that again. We're going to upscale again. This time we are going to select the bottom. And we are going to do the same thing. We're going to overwrite our bottom image. So our input file is bottom, our output file is bottom. Yes, overwrite. Yes, upscale. Okay, and now everything has been upscaled. So next we are going to move to the canvas so we can resize these to exactly what we need them for the Tumbler Wraps, okay? So I'm going to click on Canvas, Templates, and Custom Size. Now for the top, you need a template of 3,900 by 1740, okay? And create. Now what you're going to do is come up here, add listing file, top, add to all. Now we'll go to position, fit width, and then alignment, we'll do middle, okay? So you see it fit to the width, and then you always need to fit to the width. That's where your pattern is seamless on the sides, so you don't ever want to expand your width beyond the edges of your template, okay? Once you have done that, you are just going to click on these little 3 dots and click sync, and it will make sure that all of your images are done the exact same way, fit to width and then aligned in the middle. Now you're just going to click save. And again, we are going to overwrite our top image. Save as PNG and click yes, overwrite. And this should only take a second. And here we are back already to our listings. Okay, and they are all updated to the proper size. We're going to go back to Canvas now so we can do the bottom one. Templates, custom size. The bottom one is 3,150 by 1,110. Hit create. There's our template. Up here to add listing file. This time we will select the bottom. Add to all. Here we go, and we have the same thing that we did with the top. It doesn't quite fit, so we will go to position, fit width, alignment, middle, and it'll just slide it up so it's aligned in the middle. You can hit the 3 dots or you can right click, hit sync, save. Our output file slot is bottom, and then we'll just save it. Yes, overwrite files. Now we have our images prepped. Everything is ready to go to make our Tumbler Wraps now. Why is this? There we go. All right. Okay, yep, everything is ready to go. So next we are going to go to image mockups. Okay. This step is creating the Tumbler files. We're not actually creating our mockups yet. We're creating the files. So we're going to come up here and click on Load Profile. And under Public Profiles, you'll see there's 2 options for the 40-ounce tumbler. There's mockups and there's files. You want to select 40-ounce Tumbler Wrap files. Select that, and it is automatically loading all the images and files you need. So all you have to do is select that profile and then click on Generate Mockups down here in the lower right corner. And this will take just a couple minutes to do this. Okay, it has now created all of our files. We have our top wrap that is just straight and cut off harsh. Then we have a distressed version. Then we have a bottom straight. Now, I'm not really sure. There may be 40-ounce tumblers out here that require a straight bottom, but I haven't come across one. But it's a good idea, I think, from MyDesigns to include this straight option. You just never know. Somebody might want to edit it themselves. They might need a little bit of a different curve that they could take this into a program on their computer and adjust it to get the proper curve for their particular tumbler. If the curved that we supplied doesn't work. There's also a straight distressed, where the top is distressed. And then we have a curved with no distressing and a curved distressed bottom. So you will actually supply all of these files to your customer so they have all of the different options. They can do the straight without the distressed edge. They can do the distressed edge. They can do straight on top, distressed on bottom. They can do distressed on top, straight on bottom. So there's a lot of different options for your customers. So you would just provide every one of these files to them. It is 6 different files. Your top straight, top distressed, bottom straight, straight distressed, and then tapered and tapered distressed. So it's not a big deal. MyDesigns is creating these files for you. You didn't have to do any work to do it. So I would recommend always including all 6 of these in your listing. It just gives your customers a little something extra. So now that we have all of our files created for our Tumbler Wraps, now we're going to go back to mockups, image mockups. This time we're going to click Load Profile, and now we're going to select the 40-ounce Tumbler Wrap mockup option. And that's going to load all of our mockups. So we will again just click Generate Mockups, and it will do all the work for us. We'll give that just a second, and it's already completing it. They should start to populate in here really quickly. And there they are. And there are our tumblers, and you see this is the straight design where the hard edge. Then we have the distressed design with the 3, and then we have a single image with the harsh line 1, and then a single image of the distressed, and then another with the 3 images, and then a flat lay. So we have a lot of different mock-up images to use, which is nice. So now that we have all our mock-up photos completed, now we can go and create a mock-up video. So we're going to come here to mockups, click on mockups, video mock-up. And now we can pick the images that we want to put into our video mock-up. And I am just going to select my mockups, my mock-up images, not any of my files, okay? Not my top or bottom images, just our mockups. And you can select them in any order you want, doesn't matter. Once you select your images, just click submit, and it's going to generate our image mockups for us now too. All right, and it has done our image or video mockup, and you can see this here, and it just runs through your mockups just like that. Now we are ready to run our Vision AI. So what we were going to do, we will open this up so we can see our title, tags, descriptions. You can enter this by hand if you like. I prefer to run Vision AI. So I'm going to come up here to my quick actions, Vision AI. Product type, I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom and select other. And then I will name this, I will say it's a 40-ounce Sublimation Tumbler Wrap. And we are using Etsy, so we're going to leave that there. And we want it to write a title, tags, and description. And at the bottom, let it say overwrite. In custom instructions, you don't have to do this, but I always tell it, do not repeat words in the title or tags. That way I get a better variety of words. So now I will just hit generate listing data. Yes, run Vision AI, and it is going to populate all of this information for me. Just like that. Art supplies, sublimation tumbler wrap, 40-ounce watercolor kit tumbler wrap, and it's still repeated words, but that's okay. Art supplies, and you just look over your titles, your tags, description, make sure it suits you. If not, you can edit. And then there is a standard description that Curtis had put out last night with his video that you can add to your descriptions. So I'm going to go to quick action, edit in bulk, select my description, and I want this add to end. And I'm just going to paste this in. And then I will come down here and I will look to make sure it looks good and everything looks all right. So we will just hit apply to selected listings. Yes, update listings. And now this has that extra information that Curtis was kind enough to provide for everyone yesterday. I'll put it in the comments so you can copy and paste it as well. So now we have our information there. We have to go to our inventory and pricing. I'm going to edit in bulk. Price. I will do $3.95. Oops, sorry. 3.95. Wrong window. I put it in. So we'll delete that. And we will apply to selected listings. We're just going to overwrite 3.95. Now, typically, I would have set my template up ahead of time with all of this information in it, but I just wanted to get this video out for you guys because this was such an awesome, awesome thing, and I totally forgot to set my template up ahead of time. So now, our inventory, our pricing is the same for all of our listings. And we are essentially ready to publish these. So we are going to come over here to the upper right and click on publish. And I'm going to choose my Etsy shop, digital. Now here we are going to select the files we want to sell. And we are going to sell the top straight, top distressed, bottom straight distressed, bottom tapered, and bottom tapered distressed. Okay? We do not need these original top and bottoms. Those were our placeholders while we were creating the rest of our images. Those were just there to work on, okay? So just do top straight distressed, bottom straight distressed, bottom tapered, and bottom tapered distressed. Okay? That is the 6 files that you are going to supply to your customer. And then click on Next Step. Now for the mockups, we want to untick our top and bottom images. We don't need those. We just want the ones that are mockups. And you can drag these around and adjust the order in which they are displayed. So I want this one to be my main listing photo, the distressed. Then I want the distressed single. Then I want the hard edge. And then I want the secondary picture with the hard edge and the flat lay. Okay? So you choose the options and you choose which, up here you choose which mockups you're going to use. And then down here, you just select the order in which they will display. All right. Once you've done that, you just click Next Step. And this is just a quick preview of, again, what files you are selling. And again, Next Step. And we'll get a preview now of each of the listings, what they will look like. And then lastly, we will hit Publish. And it is going to send this to our Etsy shop. Now, I know somebody had asked me in our community, they said they see that Recraft does well with seamless patterns, the florals that Curtis was using, but how did it do with other stuff? Recraft does great with text and things of that nature. So if you wanted to do that, you can. You're not going to... I don't know how good your text is going to come out when you run it as a seamless pattern, because it is going to put your text in a pattern. So it's just something you might want to experiment with. But overall, Recraft is a fantastic generator for any type of seamless pattern. I made sure I did something other than florals for this video so that you could see that, you know, we can get some pretty cool images, pretty cool patterns from it. Okay, so it said that my job is finished. So I'm going to run over here to Etsy quick, hop into my listings, and we're going to go into my drafts. And here are our 4 that we just did. And I am going to select these 4 and change their section because they are new. They do not have a section yet. Tumbler Wrap, apply. And then I will, I believe, publish these 4 right away. I'm going to click Publish. And that's done. Now we will go to our Tumbler Wraps and let's refresh this and see if they showed up yet. Not quite yet. How about here? Here we go. So here is our artist palette one, and I think that looks absolutely fantastic. And it will just run through. Now you have your video. And then your other mockups. So these mock-ups look really nice. I really like the distressed edge, so that is what I put as my main mock-up. But you see how easy that was. It takes a little time. You might think, oh, that seems like so many steps. And it's really not. And it's so quick to do it. I mean, here we just created 4 different designs in approximately 30 minutes, and that was with me going slowly step by step. Once you get this down, you could be pumping out 10, 15 designs in 10 or 15 minutes. It's really going to speed up your workflow, and you can get these 40-ounce wraps out quickly. So huge, huge shout out to Curtis and the team at MyDesigns for giving us this amazing new feature. And if you guys have any questions about how this works, drop them in the comments and I will answer them as soon as I can.